James, isn't that sword fabulous?
Indeed. It was used by Japan's first shogun warrior. About 1200 AD, if I remember my history.
Close. It was 1190. What was that?
James! This way!
No, Tracy! Don't try to stop them!
James!
Tracy!
James, help!
Hang on!
Hi, Daddy.
You're supposed to be inside, studying the Japanese exhibit.
Sorry, sir. I guess we're just a couple of dropouts.
Bond. James Bond Jr. No one can stop him, but some always try. Young Bond cuts through each web of spies. He learned the game from his Uncle James. Now he's heir to the name. James Bond! James Bond Jr. Look out, he's coming through. He's got a job to do while he rescues the girl. James Bond Jr. chases down around the world.
But James, how can you be so sure Scum was behind this?
Because it has all the markings of one of their fiendish plots. What fiendish plot is the question?
Yeah, there's lots of neat stuff to rip off in the British Museum, so why go for some funky old sword?
Because it wasn't just any funky old sword. It was a very special sword. The Sword of Power.
From the Kamakura period, a shogun sword fashioned from the metal of a meteor.
According to the book, the sword's magic helped the Emperor Yoritomo come to power.
Awesome! Just like Excalibur and that King Arthur dude.
This is all very interesting, but it doesn't explain
Why Scum wants the sword so badly?
exactly.
This may hold the answer.
A rose?
Whoa, IQ! I didn't know you were also a botanist.
That's botanist.
Oh, yeah? So how come he's wearing it in his buttonhole?
If you examine it very closely, you'll see it's a fake. This is my newest invention, the micro camera.
IQ, how could you? Cameras aren't allowed in the British Museum.
Don't worry, we won't turn you in. If the pictures give us a clue to what Scum is up to.
Ow!
Who stepped on my
Watch where you're
foot?
shoving!
Ow!
Time to shed a little light on the subject. You managed a photograph of the hilt. Could you blow this one up?
Certainly, James.
While you're at it, I'd like a half a dozen wallet size.
Just as I suspected.
It looks like a map.
That's exactly what it is, Tracy. And I'll wager that's what Scum is after.
But why? What is it a map of?
An excellent question, IQ. Unfortunately, the answer is written in code.
Hey, I'll bet my dad could break it.
I doubt it, Gordo. It's written in ancient Japanese. There aren't more than a half dozen scholars in the world who could decipher it.
I'll bet Professor Tanaka, the man who wrote this book, could break the code.
Gnarly notion.
Only he's in Japan.
Oh, bummer.
We've got to get to Japan somehow.
So, you're thinking about going to Japan, eh?
Trevor, you were eavesdropping.
Of course. How else would I know what to tell Mr. Milbanks?
Aw, don't do it, Trevor.
Try and stop me.
All right, everyone out the track.
I have to see Mr. Milbanks, Coach Mitchell.
After track.
Oh, all right. Ta-ta! See you in detention!
Come on, guys.
Oh, if Trevor tells Milbanks, we're done for.
Not if I get my hands on that creep first.
Crude, but effective, Gordo. But I have a better idea.
You're signing Trevor up for cross-country running?
He needs the exercise.
Are you in for it?
All right, come on in. Okay, into the showers. Except you, Noseworthy. You've signed up for cross-country.
Cross-country? But I didn't...
No excuses. It'll be an easy run today, just 15 miles.
15 miles?
I'll even run halfway with you. Come on.
You did this, Bond. I'll get you.
Save your breath, Trevor. You'll need it.
All right.
I'll get you to the village, but you're on your own after that.
No problem, Mr. Mitchell. Daddy's delivery company is scheduled to pick up packages there, and we're one of the packages.
Where to, Mr. Mitchell?
But one of my runners is doing cross-country. I'm going out to check on him.
And these students?
We're his cheerleading section. IQ, did you remember to bring what I asked for?
My collapsible mini crossbow? How could I forget?
Good, I hope it works when I need it.
My devices always work.
But sometimes in unexpected ways.
Infrared goggles to see in the dark.
Those would be great on a date in a dark movie house. Wow. Tokyo's a real toddling town. Awesome threads.
They're called kimonos.
I call them knockouts.
I simply love shopping.
Yeah, this is better than spending the day at the mall.
The National Museum is where Professor Tanaka works. Why don't you go see the sights while I get this decoded?
Most excellent division of chores, James. You work and we play.
I thought you'd like it.
Sorry, Mr. Bond. Professor Tanaka is not here at the moment.
I don't mind waiting. I'll just admire the scenery.
I am afraid you will have quite a long wait. He meditates at the Buddhist temple every afternoon. This is the address. Tell me, are you into meditation?
I'll have to meditate on that.
But Mr. Mitchell, I've got to talk to Mr. Milbanks.
Of course, Trevor, but you need to rest a bit first. You ran a long way today, and tonight.
I am tired.
Just take a little rest, sleep.
Professor Tanaka?
Yes, I am Professor Tanaka.
The name is Bond. James Bond. I must speak to you.
Thank you for respecting our customs, young man.
Believe me, it's my pleasure.
How may I be of service? What are you doing? Where are you taking me?
The police! Just the people I wanted to see.
Hey, it could have been worse.
Not much. First, scum kidnaps Professor Tanaka right in front of me, and then I'm arrested for bike napping.
Anyway, Mr. Mitchell phoned the local police and got it all straightened out.
But with the professor gone, we're all out of clues.
Maybe not. IQ, I want to take another look at those photos you took.
Golly, and I thought sushi was invented in California.
This is sashimi, Gordo.
Sashimi, sasushi, it's all fish.
And it's all raw. Yummy.
I like my fish fresh, but not quivering.
This is the helicopter the scum ninjas used. I wonder what this insignia stands for.
That is the trademark of the Kawa Company.
Kawa?
Electronics manufacturer. They are rumored to be owned by the Yakuza.
Gesundheit.
Yakuza is the Japanese version of organized crime. IQ, I'm going to need to use your mini crossbow again. And about 50 meters of rope.
Rope?
I plan to do a bit of hanging out. My Uncle James has done this dozens of times. Or so he claims. He does it his way, and I do it mine.
Sayonara, young bud.
Welcome to Japan, Master Bond. Like your uncle, you make a colorful entrance.
Dr. No! So you stole the sword from the British Museum.
Let us say my loyal guards appropriated it in spite of your petty interference.
I didn't realize you were a collector of Japanese artifacts.
Only when they will help me achieve my ultimate goal. World domination.
Pretty lofty ambitions for someone with a small sword and a large ego.
Your insults grow most tiresome.
You made your point.
This sword was crafted from a metal not found on this planet. This metal has the capacity to intensify any energy reflected from it. You can see that this is a laser of ordinary power. But when its beam is reflected off this sword, it multiplies its force 100 times. When I find the meteor this sword came from, I will use it to construct a laser weapon of awesome power.
You'll pardon me if I don't wish you luck.
I will hardly need it. You see, Professor Tanaka, after some persuasion, was kind enough to decipher the code that gave its location.
It was your winning smile, no doubt.
And now, Master Bond, after such an active day, might I suggest a nice hot Japanese bath?
No thanks. I'd prefer to wait until Saturday.
Oh, but I insist.
It seems I have a friend in high places.
There is no escape unless you can fly.
Thanks for the suggestion.
After him, you fools!
How, Master?
With blows!
I love the view, but not the company. I guess that's why they're called hang gliders. That must have been his top. And this is mine. A chocolate milkshake, please. Shaken, not stirred. Gordo? IQ, where are you? Gone to watch the sumo wrestling matches. Meet us there. Believe I've had enough excitement for one night.
Good evening. I have brought you some tea.
That would certainly hit the spot.
I have also brought you a gift.
A gift? For me? Who's it from?
It is from Scum. I have brought you this. This knife was used to cut your rope at the Kawa building.
But how did you get it?
I will explain, but first, I believe your young friend will want his toy back.
So you're the one who saved me from Dr. No's hot tub.
That is correct.
But who are you?
Does this answer your question?
Professor Tanaka's secretary.
His daughter, actually. Cherry Blossom. At first, I thought you were one of my father's kidnappers.
which is why you followed me.
Yes, but then I saw them try to kill you. I'm so happy they did not succeed. But we must stop Dr. No before he finds the meteor.
You've translated the ancient code carved on the sword's handle?
Of course. I am my father's best student.
I don't know, Phoebe. I don't think we should be doing this.
Of course we should. We haven't heard from James since yesterday, and we know he was headed here.
Sure. What can they do? There it is. The island described on the sword's hilt.
Which is where we should find Dr. No and your father. I'll bet that Chinese junk belongs to Dr. No. Now, Cherry, listen closely.
Hello? I ran out of fuel. I thought you might lend me some of yours.
Welcome aboard.
Father!
Cherry, what are you doing here?
Rescuing you, of course, as any dutiful daughter would.
It's nice to know the old family values still remain.
You?
It's all right, Father. James helped to find you.
Thank you, young man. But Dr. No already seeks the shrine of the meteor.
In that case, we must beat them to it.
The crater in the mountain was actually caused by the meteor that crashed centuries ago.
That cave leads into the mountain. Is that where Dr. No went?
Precisely. The ancient priests built their temple on the site of the meteor impact.
But what about you, James?
Oh, I have a few loose ends to tie up. Cherry, you and your father contact the Japanese police on our boat's radio.
This is where the meteor must be. Now find it! Or else...
If Cherry hasn't contacted the police by now, I could be in serious danger.
We've searched everywhere, Master. There's no sign of the meteor.
Well, search again. I must have that meteor.
Yes, Dr. No.
I hope the good doctor doesn't mind people dropping in on him.
What's that? Oh, nothing. Must have been those blasted bats.
Well, bad news, my master. We have looked everywhere and found nothing.
Bad news is right. For you! It's young Bond again! Get him!
Quick-tempered, aren't they? Here, Doctor, have a taste of your own medicine!
That young meddler has interfered with my plans for the last time.
The laser blasts have weakened the statue!
Say your farewells, young Bond. This shrine will be your final resting place.
Now you've made Buddha angry.
No, it is you who have made me angry. Now I have you.
And now you don't!
Blast you, Bond!
James! James, where are you?
Up here! Dr. No certainly knows how to throw a party, but I'd hate to have to clean up after him.
Where is Dr. No?
He seems to have vanished completely.
If only he would. I'm afraid we haven't seen the last of Dr. No.
We have found the meteor.
The ancient priests built the statue right on top of it.
And I'm sure that the Shogun's subjects must have thought he had great power to make such a noise.
So where is the meteor now?
Safe in government hands.
Where its powers will be used as the ancient priests intended. For good, rather than evil.
I really dig the food, but I'm not too wild about the silverware.
What'd you order, Phoebe?
I'm not sure. My Japanese is a little weak. On second thought, could I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich instead?
Did Trevor tell Milbanks about our little trip, Mr. Mitchell?
No. By the time he got back from his little run, he was too tired.
More adventures with James Bond Jr. tomorrow morning at 10 to 10.